some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle after 17.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. There's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hand off from the shotgun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Johnson wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Smith. Turning it on. Touchdown Buckeyes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down. And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's White.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this... goes his way again.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Moore will throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Kick is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Get this drive started from the 29. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Johnson looking to throw. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Peoples. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. The hand to the running back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Peoples. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
There we go! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. Gives him the big stiff arm. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Moore to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He got it. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kent State came through with a lunch pail, hard-hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Golden Flashes won, it's more how they won. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's loose. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moore will throw. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field. And if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Back to pass on second down. He turns that loose down the right side. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got a man, it's Moore. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab, it's White. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be knocked down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. With that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Quickly out to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll line up for a second down play.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Play action on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. He's in open space downfield. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Makes the catch. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Great job by the defense here, rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab near the marker is Peoples. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got enough for the first down. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. wide receiver going in motion. He leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Tate. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Johnson wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Moving away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Find some fresh air. Turning it on. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all three timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Johnson looking to throw. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it at the punt. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Reels it in up outside. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. New set of downs after the completion. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. Going for it all. Man, he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Gonna look downfield again. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Got to give this team credit, guys, because good teams find ways to win games. I know they were their favorite coming into this one, but they get the touchdown when they need it. You got to convert the 2-point play to tie this thing up. There's still time left at the end of this game, but you feel like the momentum is now back on their side.
He'll set up to throw. Rushes on him. And the defense swarms him under the two-point attempt is stopped, and so too is the attempt to tie the game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Thurman. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they are going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.